Yeah. No. Dang, how the heck is it going? How are y'all doing? Alright, let me go ahead and swap this on over. Little swapperoo. Dang. Hi everybody. How you doing? How are you doing this fine Thursday evening? I figured, you know what? I've been starting at like 7:30. Like, why not do a little bit early, right? Why not get a stream out there a little bit earlier? It wasn't really that big of a deal, you know? I just kind of did it. I was like, should I press that go live button? And I did. I was actually ready earlier than I normally am. Like, whenever I get these streams started, I usually kind of have to like make sure the lighting's okay-ish. And then I have to, like, you know, dig my fursuit head out of the closet. Yeah, you know, a little bit of prep work. Sometimes I'll have a few beers before the stream starts. Actually, pretty often. Pretty often that's the case. Hold up. So I am in the process right now of doing. What am I doing? What am I doing this fine day? I am updating the wall, like that LED wall behind me. Before the stream started, it was like, hey, you have an update. I was like, okay, you better finish before the stream starts. And it just did. I am updated. I'm finally updated. So we're going to see if we can change this color really quick. I'm gonna go with that default pink. Can't go wrong with that. Look, we did it. We did it. I was racing against that update. How's it going, Blueberry? Hey, Nova. Yo, Zypher. How you doing? How you doing? And Bardell the Protogen. Heck yeah. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome. It's been a week. It has been a week. Next week's gonna be even busier. So, you know what? This is my break from all of that. This is my opportunity to kind of just chill, you know, and not pay attention to all that stuff that's stressing me out. Yo, thank you for the donation, Yorick. Sorry, good evening, Cap. Sorry, can't stay. I have work in the morning. Have fun and hope to catch you next time. Bye for now. Dang. Out of curiosity, like, what time do you wake up to like go to work? I'm curious, Yorick. If you're still there, let me know. Me personally, I wake up around like 6 a.m. kind of sort of, but like yeah, I don't know. I always feel like that's still really early. I have a bad habit of just like not getting enough sleep. Hi Megastar, how's it going? How you doing? Every time I wake up, I'm always just like stupid tired, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it differently this time. I'm actually gonna get sleep when I'm done at work, and then that just never happens. You transform vehicle mode? Yo, I can Autobot roll out all day long. Oh my goodness. I think, okay, if I was a Transformer, I would definitely be on the good team, right? I would not be a Decepticon. Um, yeah, I know. I just don't think I have it in me. I don't think I have it in me. 6 a.m. I start my shift at 9 a.m. Nice. It's the same. The early rising gang. We are here. It's early. We're here, getting ready to slay at work. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Man, I am so ready though for a convention to start. I feel like I say this every stream. It's true though. I'm ready. MFF was fun. But that was a while ago, you know? That was a while ago. I also just haven't had like a vacation in a while, like not since MFF, and work's just been getting like absolutely intense. I need to be a furry among other furries again, you know? I mean, I like going to like these house parties and stuff, right? And like getting some footage and doing all that, but I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's one thing to be around like, you know, 50 furries, and it's another to be around like 600 or more furries in one area. I feel like collectively as a species, if we're all together in the same area, like 600 furries or more, that's when like the universe aligns with itself, you know? Furries change the fate of the galaxy when there's 600 or more. I work till 6 p.m. if not later. Oh my goodness. Not after 7 p.m. if it gets worse till 9 or 10 at night. That is intense. That is intense. I cannot imagine doing that. Like the moment it hits like 3 p.m. for me, I'm just like, I'm getting in my car. I'm trying to beat rush hour right now. I always skip lunch too. I'm a lunch skipper. I'm one of those dirty lunch skippers. Gotta go. Oh, I received my temp persona. Yo. Ah, temp persona. Yes. I mean, I do feel like I would be a, I feel like I would be a, what are they called? There's the Decepticons, and then what's the other side of Transformers? They're not Autobots unless they are. I don't know. What are they? Are they just Transformers? I gotta Google that. What's the opposite of, okay, what the opposite of Decepticon? I never really got too into Transformers. Autobots, okay. I think. Yeah. Okay, so the opposite of a Decepticon is an Autobot. Alright, perfect. Perfect. I'm not just making stuff up. Oh, hi, Redline. Yeah, Redline. Autobots. Yo. Redline, are you a Transformers fan? Are you a fan of transforming? Rolling out? Turning into jets? That was my favorite. That was my favorite Transformer, the one that turned into like a jet plane. Starscream or whatever. And I also watched Beast Wars. Okay, maybe this also led to me being a furry, but like Transformers had a lineup of like these toys, this TV show, I don't know, this whole effort, right? They called it Beast Wars, and it was pretty much like animal versions of Transformers. Like one of them turned into a scorpion, there was a gorilla, there was a cheetah, and like a wasp. But the animation, like watching it now, it is it's not ideal. It's a little old. And I tried speaking of like animation that just doesn't hold up, like I watched Ice Age with some furries recently, like the first Ice Age movie, and man, the graphics in that movie are just like, they have not aged very well. They have not aged at all. I was just so preoccupied with like Sid the sloth, his fur in the movie. I was like, what the heck? What is this? Needless to say, not a huge fan. I like the movie though. Hey Nova Wolf, how you doing? How you doing? How you been? Not really. I was always more into Pokemon and Digimon. Hey, me too. Me too. I've been putting some work into what is it? The Pokemon trading card game for like it's like an app on their phone. And like you can collect Pokemon cards and like battle against people and stuff. And I'm like, nice. Nice. Man, it always felt though like Pokemon is fun and the card game is fun too, right? But it's so rock paper scissorsy, you know? Like some cards are just objectively better. Like you look at the numbers and you're like, huh. And then you compare it to like older cards and you're like, huh. You know? I at least feel like playing Magic the Gathering, there was a little bit more wiggle room with some of the cards. You know, some of them weren't just like flat out better. I mean, there are quite a few, but it's not just like raw numbers. Starscream is pretty great. It's mosquito season. They're more aggressive. I always look out. Oh, hold up. Oh no, it disappeared. I always look out for them and kill the bug light isn't getting their attention. Yeah, I mean, mosquitoes kind of suck. It's mosquito season though, where you're at. Oh no, you got mosquitoes already? We don't have any mosquitoes yet, thankfully. But like, I don't know what it is. Like, I lived in Michigan for a bit, and like the mosquitoes there were so bad. I think it's because there's so many of those Great Lakes around, and mosquitoes just love water or something. There's a bunch of lakes everywhere. Yeah, Michigan has some whack mosquitoes. Here, not so much. I mean, we do occasionally, but like, not like you're picking them out of your teeth bad, right? Starts. Yeah, what's up, Caffeine? How you doing tonight, bro? I'm doing good. Oh, sorry. I had a bit of a cough going on. I am doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. I'm kind of decompressing after work. I got one more day until the weekend, and then I have a huge project for something I've never done before, right? Like, I've never done this, and I have to look like an expert, which is gonna be really cool. It's gonna be really neat. I do feel like I've gotten my stress under control, though. I mean, I'm always busy, but earlier me, I would have just been stressing the entire time. I'm not really that stressed. I feel like I've gotten my stress under control. What's up, bro? Yeah, pretty much that. Pretty much that. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's all right. It's all right. It's a-okay, you know? And like, part of I guess this outlet for stress is like these streams, you know? It's a good way for me to just kind of like, I don't know, not vent. Vent is a bad word. I'm not venting, but I get to kind of air some stuff out, right? Venting makes it seem like I'm mad or like I'm angry. I'm like, it's like, oh, I had a bad experience today. Yeah. Everybody's been coughing before. Yeah. Hopefully it's not like a sickness or something going on. I do not want to get sick. I can't afford to get. I'm too busy. I'm too busy to get sick. I can't do it. Hey, Lucario Love. Yo, I finally got a Lucario card in that Pokemon trading card game. I finally got one. I saw your name and it reminded me of that. It's like, yeah, I got it. Oh, man. I'm a tropical fur, so no snow to keep them away. Not to mention living in the mountains where the humidity's high and a lot of rivers and springs and rain. So yeah, a good place for those little demons to thrive. I can imagine now. Like, what? Oh my goodness. Tropical mountains with a lot of humidity. Man, this is gonna be kind of gross, but like, I wonder, can you get protein from mosquitoes? Like, if you go and ride your bike and you just like, I don't know, smile for half a mile, like you just get a bunch of like mosquitoes in your mouth, right? Could somebody survive off of mosquitoes? I don't know. Would you want to? I mean, I don't think anybody would want to. Okay, I say that, but there's always, whenever you say nobody would do something, there's somebody on this earth who's like, oh, yep, that's me to a T. Like, I feel like he's talking to me. I feel like there's got to be somebody on this planet who's like, I love the taste of mosquitoes. I can't get enough of them. Yum, yum. Put them in my plate. Ugh. Man. I don't know. I feel like you probably could get some protein from mosquitoes. Not a lot, though. I've eaten crickets. That was probably the most exotic thing I've eaten. Crickets. And that was for that Halloween episode from a long time ago in a caffeine galaxy far away. I ate cricket snacks for a Halloween episode. I do kind of miss that apartment though. Like, I don't miss the neighborhood per se. Like, it was all right. We just kind of lived out in the middle of like a really busy like intersection. Like, it was just, it felt like I was in LA. Every time I left the apartment, it was that busy. They just kept building it up. And they're still building it up. Like, they're just building nonstop. Yeah, I don't miss that traffic, but I do miss like I do miss the memories I had there. You know? Like, I miss all of that. Yeah. I'm gonna do some paintball soon. Nice. I actually have not played paintball before. I don't know. I always see pictures of people getting like smacked by those paintballs and it just leaves like these huge bruises on their arms. And I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if that's for me. I don't know if that's for me. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've shown them yet. But they're too small to eat. They're too small to eat. I mean, you could probably eat enough. You could probably eat enough mosquitoes. Did I hear liking the taste of mosquitoes? Yeah. Yeah. Wait, Grandmaster, you're not like you're not into the taste of mosquitoes, are you? Just curious. What a weird time to kind of walk in on the stream. So inside of this container right here, I have a new addition that I gotta get an appointment for. But I'm finally gonna get my ears pierced. I'm excited about it. You know, I figured I'd showcase what the earrings look like. Yeah, and you open up the package, it's got a nice little insert inside of it. I'm doing an unboxing video right now. I'm unboxing some earrings. I had to like double check with HR to make sure I could actually get these, because the last thing I want to do is like get my ears pierced and then I'm like, oh, oops, can't do that. That would suck. Are we eating bugs? We are eating bugs in this stream. This is a bug eating stream only. Let's see if I sure hope Nintendo Switch doesn't fail, just like the Wii U failure. I mean, yeah. I feel like we're all kind of hoping for that. You're missing out. Paintball's so fun. You get caught up in the adrenaline rush. It's the most fun I have ever had. So is it like painful laser tag? Is that like the... I'm trying to like make a comparison because I've never played paintball, but I've played laser tag. I'm not very good at laser tag, but I played it. Oh, that'd be a fun idea. That would be a fun idea to do at for like a furry live stream, like playing some laser tag. I would not play paintball in a fursuit though. That would not be good. But yeah, hold up. I got these little bad boys right here. It's the 90s S. I got a pair of 2 of these and I am excited. I'm actually not too worried about like getting my ears pierced though, because like I've gotten like a tattoo before, right? Like I got this little bird right here. This little bird. I got a bird on my arm. And I also have another tattoo on the back of my leg. And like they weren't the worst pain ever, right? I've had a lot worse stuff happen to me. So I figured, you know what? I'll survive. I will survive. That would be awesome though if I could like somehow wear my fursuit head. I don't know. That'd be pretty neat. It'd be pretty neat, but that'd be really hard to pierce somebody's ears if it's like inside of a fursuit head. It'd be almost impossible. Actually, it probably would be impossible. I miss Laser Force. Yeah. So there was I think it's still around too, but there's a laser tag place. I think it's called like the Edge, and it's been around since. Oh gosh, I'm like burping in the middle of my. There's like this laser tag place. It's been around since like the 70s. It feels like it on the inside too, and it smells like it's from the 70s. But it is a great place. I've had a lot of drunken experiences playing laser tag in that 1970s warehouse. And I think the bartender like had a crush on me because he like kept giving me free drinks. And I was like, what? Like, is this normal? Like, I guess I'm just so used to people like not doing that. So I don't know. I was like, oh, haha, got a whole bunch. Yeah, the Edge. The Edge is a unique place. I can barely handle the pain of getting a flu shot or something. I don't think I could handle getting a tattoo. So, okay, tattoos, even though you have like a needle gun, right? It happens so fast. Like the machine goes so fast. It doesn't even like register as a needle. The best way I can describe it, for somebody who has not had a tattoo before, if you have had sunburn, right? Like a mild sunburn, nothing intense, nothing wild, right? Just you got a little red. I could compare getting a tattoo to having a mild sunburn where somebody takes like a comb and kind of just like grazes it. It's not enough to make you like yell out in pain, at least for me it wasn't, but it's annoying. I would call it annoying pain. There were some parts though that kind of hurt, like when they had to do the coloring. Yeah. And then I made the mistake of like not sleeping on my stomach. So the back of my leg, my calf, I got a tattoo, right? And it ended up leaking into the bed sheets. Like I woke up the next morning and I got off the covers and immediately I was like, oh, like the day after hurts more than getting it. It almost feels like you're a little raw. But yeah, I had a fox tattoo done on my leg. I had orange everywhere on the bed. Like it looked like I had stabbed an orange right there and had no memory of it. I was just like, yeah. So, yeah. If you get a tattoo, make sure you don't sleep on that part when you go to sleep for the night because yeah, your body doesn't like the ink at first and it's like, get out. It's like the movie Get Out. Paintball and airsoft feels like your bro punched you in a very small location. Super fun, but a bit scary the first time you play. Okay. So I wonder if it's like the adrenaline. Like, does the adrenaline kind of keep you going longer? Hi, it's me, Iris. What's up? Last weekend I can't read. I can't read. What's up? Last weekend I had HorrorCon and got to go get the guy that plays Michael Myers his argue, and he's like 7 to 8 or foot tall. What? Wait, Mike Myers? Like the guy who plays Mike Myers? What? If so, that's sick. That's sick. My internet just crapped itself. I mean, yeah, mine did yesterday. Like I had some friends over for like a little chill hangout, you know, a Wednesday night hangout. And we just lost internet, so the music was gone. The whatever we were watching on YouTube was gone on the TV. It was all just silence, and I was like, no, what do I do? What do I do with myself? Like I'm so dependent. And I didn't realize how dependent I was on like having some kind of internet connection. I don't know. I felt Amish. I felt like an Amish furry when we lost internet, and it was only for like 6 minutes, but it felt like an eternity. 6 minutes without internet, and I turned into a savage, feral werefox. I was just like, oh, where's my Netflix? Where's my Spotify? Whoa! Where's my YouTube? Yeah, Charter's been really flaky. They have been very flaky. Charter, the internet provider here, like tried to like they had a job opening, right? And this was like right around the time I was getting out of the military, so I was kind of like I was hunting for jobs, right? Because I had to find something to do after I got out. And they had a position that was open for like 2 months. It was a 2-month long contract, and at that point it was done. And I was like, no, I'm good. And now they're having problems. See, if Charter hired me, they wouldn't have these problems, you know? I got my ear pierced at 7. The tool they used looked like a V-staple gun, like on a desk. It really stung at first and then burned for a few hours. That doesn't sound too bad, you know? That doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna get my ears pierced at a tattoo shop. There's like a local tattoo shop here. And they do like walk-ins. They don't use like a tattoo gun. They use like an actual like needle. Like a singular needle. Although I would never go to Claire's. I would never go to Claire's to get anything pierced. I've heard so many horror stories about going there. Like either having like one earring way up and one down here, like they couldn't align it, or getting infections. Like, no, come on now. Come on now. I would not want to have that happen. I will never get a tattoo or ear piercing because I'm a little coward. I'll just be yelping like a dying dog the whole time. Oh my goodness. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Oh my goodness. There's been an orange murder. Yeah. It was the back of my leg. I see you, Kathleen. Hey, how's it going, Andy? How you doing? Yeah, it does very fun, like in real life firefight sim, but you don't die. I can see that. I can see that. I played enough Halo, Call of Duty 6, you know, Black Ops 6. I feel like I'll be all right. You know, interestingly enough, even with being in the military, right? Like I really didn't like fire at all. Like I mean I did to qualify. Like when I went to Turkey, right? One of the requirements was you had to like fire a rifle or something like that, and like you had to get a certain score. But yeah, that was it. That was the extent of it. I did computer stuff. I was a freaking nerd. I did nerd things. Yeah. If I want a tattoo, I'll just stick to those tattoos you can place using water. Yeah. Ah, yeah. I forgot about those. I think you can get those from like those gumball machines, like outside of stores. Like you go to like a craft store, or like a Walmart or something outside, and there's like little stretchy gummy people for like $0.25 or whatever, and like water tattoos that you just put on your arm. I kind of wish they lasted longer though, because I feel like those temporary tattoos last like, and they only last like maybe half a day if you're careful. Have to break out the cassettes. Yeah, it's cassette time. What's the best way I can describe paintball? Oh, that's the best way I can describe paintball. Highly recommend. All right, you have to try it out. You have to try it out. I need to make a paintball safe fursuit. That'd be pretty neat. One of the things I'm kind of worried about though with paintball, I do feel like it might be an expensive hobby, or has the potential to become one, because you got to buy equipment and stuff. unless you're like renting it, you know. But I feel like, I mean, that's probably the same with any hobby, you know. Like you can get into a hobby and not really like really get into it, or you could go the exact opposite and you end up getting everything under the sun that that hobby has associated with it, right? Like I don't know, take gardening for example, right? Like people can garden as a hobby. I feel like if you did it on the cheap, that would be just kind of like, I don't know, maybe getting like a seed packet from like a grocery store or something, putting it in your backyard and like watering it on occasion, you know. That's like the cheapest end. And on the other end, you could have like an entire like greenhouse with like a watering system that goes off on a specific frequency, and you have all the humidity and everything like just set to like a tropical rainforest. Yeah, I mean that's like the exact opposite end, right? My mom is going to get Starlink because I convinced her to do it because we're just tired of the internet provider we have. I've never actually used it before. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not really sure. I don't know what I would even get. So, okay. For me, right, like in terms of getting a tattoo, I used to think about it a lot, right? I would think about it like, oh, I would be stuck with this for the rest of my life, right? But I don't know. I just kind of picked stuff I grew up with. The whole reason I even have a Blue Jay on here, I mean, one, Blue Jays are pretty cool, right? If you've seen the regular show, you know. But I had a memory growing up as a kid where I had this this Beanie Baby. Yes, this is Beanie Baby. It was like a Happy Meal prize. I got it for free. I mean, my parents had to pay for the meal, obviously, but I just stole it. But it came with this small Blue Jay Beanie Baby, and I don't know why, but like that kind of stuck out to me for some reason. I think it was because we were moving, and like that was this is gonna sound kind of sad, but like that was like the closest thing I had to a friend because we moved around a lot, and this is right after we moved to a new place. So there you go. That's the history of why I have a Blue Jay tattoo. It's because of Beanie Babies. Yeah, my mom actually wants to get a tattoo, and like every time she's come by over here, she's like, "All right, Kath, we're gonna go and get a tattoo. We're gonna go and get a tattoo," but we just never do. I just never really thought about it, you know? Like I got to a certain point, and you know, if I wanted to get a tattoo on the back of my leg, how often do I really pay attention to the back of my leg on a daily basis, right? Not that much. I don't really think about it too much. So I figure if I can get some kind of design, you know, that might spark a conversation, somebody sees it walking by, or show off my leg, right? Sometimes you got to show the legs off, right? Yeah, you know, it's a win-win. I'm not really paying attention to the back of my legs. Nerd. I'm kidding. I'm a nerd too. I can tell you at least one fact about every US fighter jet in existence that's currently in service and how to recognize it from the ground looking up. That is, so you're like a fighter jet encyclopedia. That's impressive though. That is impressive. I was in the Air Force, and I actually really didn't know that much about planes, surprisingly enough. I could tell you about like routers and switches. I could tell you about that all day, you know. But or like the pinouts of an RJ45 cable. But planes, the only one I knew was the C4 cargo plane. I think it was the cargo plane. The cargo plane. Plushies make great friends. They do. They do. Hi, Caffeine. Hey, how's it going, Doctor? How's it going, Doctor? Night Mint plays. The Night Mint. Night Mint. Night Mint. The mint of the night. Oh, and include any US plane in service right now. See, that's You're already blowing my mind. That's all the planes I could think of. I mean, there's a bazillion other planes, but oh, Caffeine, did you see the pics I sent? I have not. I have just been kind of just responding to like immediate, like super wild requests recently, and then going to work. That's that's been the extent of my week. It's been I've been a busy meatball. I did have a tattoo idea of the Undertale soul, but that's kind of it. Hey, there you go. You know, if you like the game, why not? I do want to get a tattoo gun at some point though. I kind of want to get into doing tattoos for furries. I feel like that'd be really cool. I actually wanted to be a tattoo artist before I joined the military, funny enough. Until I found out that you don't get paid while you're an apprentice. And I kind of really needed money at the time. So I was like, you know what? I'll save this dream for another day. But that'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty sick. Doing furry tattoos, doing tattoos for furries. But yeah, you gotta do a lot of practice. You gotta do a lot of practice. I don't want to like just. There's too much at stake, right? To make a really crappy tattoo. I feel like I would just have to keep honing that skill, right, until I feel like I'm comfortable enough to show it, because it's a lot easier to hit Control Z on your keyboard or use the eraser or whatever. It's a lot harder to get rid of a bad tattoo, and like that'd be the last thing I would want to do, right? Oh, who makes the best Switch? Never too late to follow your dream. Who makes the best Switch? Best Switch. Oh, I'm thinking, I was like Switch, like light switch? Nintendo Switch? Who makes the best Switch? Not Aruba in any way, shape, or form. I hate Aruba with a passion. They're not fun to program. I mean, if you get the license where it's like you plug it in the wall and you get the little graphic user interface so you can use your freaking mouse, awesome. You know, it's great. It's good. But more often than not, I end up having to like get into the command line interface of the Switch, and Aruba, okay, how do I put it? Most people learn how to program a Switch because of Cisco, right? Like it's kind of like the global how to make a Switch work. Aruba is just different enough where a lot of the stuff you type doesn't work, and they have a very specific way of like making things work. It's like a different language, you know? Most of the stuff I work with though is Cisco, and occasionally Fortinet. Not really Forti switches. I do a lot of firewalls, like a lot of the Forti gates. They just put the word Forta in front of anything and it becomes a security appliance. It's like, check out my Forta car. I'm going to the Forta store in my Forta car. There's a Forta switch, a Forta gate, there's Forta NAC, there's Forta cloud, there's just Forta everything, you know? 44 degrees. That's a little brisk, you know? I used to live with my parents, and when I'm under their roof, I'm under their rules, and they don't like tattoos, so I wouldn't be able to get one. There you go. I mean, yeah, there's only so much you could do, right? Yeah. And the funny thing is, my parents were like actually quite against tattoos, and it wasn't until like, I don't know, sort of recently-ish, they kind of changed a bit. They're a bit more laid back. I've grown up with Warhammer 40K for my entire childhood, and I think I might get a tattoo on like a space marine fighting chaos, or orcs, or the Eldari. The space marine would probably be a salamander, but yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. Like I've seen some really good Warhammer tattoos before too. Let me see if I can find one. That's Okay, the first results, maybe I'm just not able to squint very well, but like, come on now. Okay, I'm seeing some better ones. I'm seeing some better ones. At first I was like, nah. Okay. All right. I always use Cisco. Yeah, Cisco's the way to go. Probably on my upper arm. Yeah, so if you get a tattoo on your upper arm, right? Like, it actually hurts a lot less. So any part of your body that has like either a lot of like cushion, fat, whatever, or muscle, it hurts a lot less than getting it on like your ribs or like your foot, right? Those are the really painful areas. I don't even think I would ever get a tattoo on my ribs, right? Like, I've heard stories from people who've gotten rib tattoos and they say it hurts. It hurts like a like a not good time. Yeah. Caffeine, what are your PC specs? My PC specs, I'm running a 3080 Ti, and I don't even know how much RAM I have. Something. Let me check. I'm gonna go ahead and see what my settings are. We're gonna find out. Okay. I really hate Windows 11. I'm just saying this now. I hate Windows 11 with a burning passion. Like, I can't find what I'm looking for. Uh, um, uh, well, that's all I can tell you right now. That's all I can tell you. The 3080 Ti, yeah, in a case with some neon lights. I got some neon lights under my desk. Yeah. Everybody just has to do their own thing. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. It is okay. I actually really have a loud keyboard. I'm gonna try and practice it right now. You know, like this, like. You know, like this. This is a very loud keyboard. Okay, I have to like put it there. This is a loud keyboard. There we go. I was like, I gotta put something. I'm typing all that stuff and I got nothing to show for it. 33 on Friday morning. Gross. That's cold. Cold. Calf, do you like fish sandwiches? Just had a killer one last night from Marco's Fish in Madison. Actually, I mean, yeah, I like fish sandwiches. I just haven't had one in a long time. I think the last fish, I'm doing this in air quotes, right? The last fish sandwich I had was from like McDonald's. It was like that McFish or whatever it is, the McOcean. I don't know what McDonald's calls it. The Mc salmon. I had a mixed salmon. Filet of fish. That's what it's called. Filet of fish. I was like, McOcean. The McOcean. I love loud keyboards. Yeah, I mean they're pretty fun. Although I feel like if I'm ever like on a Discord call, sometimes I'll miss what somebody's saying because the keyboard's just too damn loud. Computers are so frustrating, especially with the different models and brands and how they all operate differently. I couldn't do computer work. I don't have the patience for it. I hear you on that. And like, one of the reasons too, this kind of frustrates me. One of the reasons there's so many different types of cables and like so many different types of stuff is at the end of the day, it's money, right? Like if you make something that only works with your cable or your device, people have to buy your stuff, you know? Like it's just that simple. I mean, there are some occasions too, though, where like it isn't really about greed, but like the whole USB-C, USB-A switches just not talking to each other because they just didn't feel like it, right? Because they were told not to. Pins missing on some connectors. Stuff like that. It's stuff like that that grinds my gears. Hi, Caffeine, how are you? I'm doing good. Hello, what the fluff? Caffeine, I have a confession to make. I have autism. Oh, I see. I see. Ate the fillet of fish and here to tell the tale. Yeah, I did eat the fillet of fish. That did happen, and I did survive. Okay, I feel like the only food that really makes me not happy at all, like every time I eat it, it just makes my stomach horrible, and I'll spend like the next day just like, oh, why did I do that? Okay, two actually. Buffalo Wild Wings. It doesn't matter what spice level it is. If it's from Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm gonna have a really crappy day the next day, like literally two. And like Qdoba, no, not Chipotle. Qdoba, I'm fine with. Chipotle, whatever they do at Chipotle, my body just hates it. It's like, get this poison out of me. Get this poison out. If you and Shep get a chance, worth a visit. All right. I mean, we'll have to add that to our list of restaurants to go to. There's so many places. Why are some furries autistic and why are some people with autism need special care? What? I don't know. I think it's just we're all people on this earth. We are all different. I also have a confession too. Everybody's confessing stuff. Imagine mixing that with McDonald's Sprite. That would be a lethal combination indeed. I would never, ever do that. We need a video of why some furries have autism. I am not the person to make that video. Like, I do feel like that is a very interesting topic, but I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it justice, you know? Like, I can't do it. Somebody else will have to do it. Hey, Two Chooks, how's it going? I have not seen you in a hot minute. Hi. Hello. Buenos noches, because it's nighttime right now. We're in that no chase time. Let's do a furry at at Nundo House in the Del Mar Loop, and it has the ramen noodles. Oh, Nudo. I was like, Nundo House. What's a Nundo House? At the Nido King house. Yo, Nudo's pretty good. I have not been to a fur meet there in a while. We used to go to Blue Ocean all the time though. Furries love sushi. Furries just love sushi. I don't know what it is. I had Popeye's fish and chips. Let's just say it's the saddest thing I've ever had. The fish is just a sad slab of square, and the fries were so shriveled up, like so thin. I didn't even know Popeyes made fish and chips. Like, I thought they just made chicken. Like, what? Popeyes has a fish sandwich? Like, does anybody else know about this, or is this just me who's surprised? It might be. It very well might be just me that's surprised. But I thought Popeyes just had chicken. Dang. I'm out of the loop. See, y'all are telling me stuff about the world, the outside world, and I've been living my life like I'm in a Fallout shelter, you know, Fallout 76, and I just haven't seen the outside world. Do we have flying cars yet? Chat, do we have flying cars yet? Do we have flying cars? I join your streams. I just don't always chat. Okay. All right. So you've been here in spirit. Ah! Look, I'm actually like on my knees in my chair right now. That's how short I am. This is actually really uncomfortable. I want to see how long I can do this for before my legs fall asleep. Hi, Fireheart. Oh! My goodness. I'm like, this is gross. I'm burping in my fursuit head. Ew! Ow! Ow! How's it going, Fireheart? How you doing? How you doing? Sushi AI. Okay, I actually almost got tired of sushi when I came back to the States. I had it on occasion when I lived in Okinawa, from like gas stations and like convenience stores and stuff. I had gas station sushi and I survived. I wouldn't mind getting gas station sushi in Japan, but I would not get gas station sushi in the US. There's just some things I'm not brave enough to try, and that is one of them. Like, if you think Qdoba's bad, not Qdoba, I keep calling it Qdoba. If you think Chipotle is bad, that would be really bad. But yeah, I occasionally had sushi when I lived in Japan, and then I came back to the States, then became a furry a few years later, right? And we've had sushi so many times. I'm trying not to get tired of sushi. Like, that's the last thing I want to have happen. I don't want to hate sushi. I want to love it. But every fur meet I've gone to is just done like sushi this, sushi that, sushi, sushi, sushi. Sorry. See, I just said I wasn't going to rant earlier in the stream, right? I just said this is going to be chill time. And that's what set me off. Love the mask. This is my head. I'm not wearing a mask. Unless you're talking about the mask I put on for everybody when I go outside. I can't forget about the time you commented on my vid. Since then, my vids blew up. Yo! That's great to hear. Yo. Oh! No! Dang, that is wild. That is wild. That's cool to hear, though. Hold up. Hold the front door. Chipotle is a Mexican food, not Japanese. Yeah, like I mean more like stomach problems. Like if I thought Chipotle stomach problems were gonna be bad, having gas station sushi, that would do it. That would do it. Did you have onigiri while in Okinawa? You know Nippon desu ka? Choto Nihongo o hanashimasu yo. But yeah, I had onigiri a lot. It was kind of like my go-to. It's like a little rice triangle, and they fill it with stuff. My favorite was the tuna. Like, surprisingly, the tuna was my favorite onigiri. And then followed by the egg. The egg one was good too. I didn't care for the plum. There's like a salty plum one, and it's, I don't know. It's like, you know those Warheads candies, right? Those really sour ones. It's like if somebody took one of those and rolled it around in a bunch of salt and you ate it. That was it was intense. Flying car, and it's a concept stage. Xpeng did make a prototype. I need to actually flies, and it does a parachute test too. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that. Like somebody showed a video of a flying car. I didn't know for how long it flew though. I had a fur meet at Salt and Smoke the other day. We had just one again. I'll hit you up. Ayo, let's go. We have flying cars. We also have jetpacks. No jet suits, jetpacks. Have you been in a cave? I have been in a cave. I am a fox. I live inside of a cave. It is my house. I've not seen the sunlight in so long. Ugh. I'm just gonna react to you for my 500 subs special. Yo! I mean, I feel like my stuff has changed a bit though, like since that time frame. Like I used to make videos with like character stills, and that was mainly because I couldn't bring my camera with me when I went to these hotel rooms. So I would just like edit on my computer and just like, oh, let's put a little character here, let's put a little character here. Yeah, most of the stuff I've been doing now has been kind of like in the moment stuff, you know, like I kind of want to like take people in on this wild ride of life that we call the furry fandom. All the weirdness, all the nonsense. Furries can get weird. Furries can get silly and weird, especially when it's not scripted. I love unscripted content. It's just, it's unpredictable, you know? You just don't know. That's not saying I'm not gonna never make scripted content again, right? It's just with this new camera, it makes it so easy to go around and like just record stuff. I do have a board game that we're gonna do for a video in the future. I just have to get the people together to film it, and it has been difficult. We've talked about this video for like half a year, almost actually a year and some change. We've talked about doing this video for like a year and some change, and it has not happened yet. Well, it's almost like a meme at this point. Like, when are we gonna do it? When are we gonna do it? And it just hasn't happened. But I do have a very silly board game I'm probably gonna do for a video at some point, and it's gonna involve probably a good amount of drinking. You know, if I was to kind of like give a bit of a spoiler alert, it's probably gonna be that some way, shape, or form. What's your other chicken's name? Oh, which one? I actually have 3 of them. I have like Cluckers. I actually don't have a name for that one yet. And then I have the other Cluckers over here. So I have a total of 3 chickens. And then on my door over here, I have a chicken like wall hanging thing, but it's like hanging off of my doorknob. So I don't know, like if y'all have any name suggestions, like I'm down for it. The world goes round and round. It does go around and round. I got a dip for the gym. See you later, calf. Bye, Red. Yeah, thanks for joining. Have fun at the gym. I also made a plush tubing channel since last time we talked, and I also made a PNG tuber that took 3 days. Woo-wee. That's a long time. I don't have a actually I don't have an animated one. I have like stills. Character stills. A lot of them. I was like, what's that noise? It's just like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Henrietta is a chicken name. All right, so that one will be, we have Cluckers, Henrietta, and then I need a name for the last chicken, the one that's behind my chair. Call it Chooks. All right, Henrietta. Okay, Charles Chooks over here, Henrietta and Cluckers. The gang's all here. I tried doing content creating, but it's not an easy task to do like camera angles. There's just so many films I did, and most of them didn't even make the final cut. But it's all right, you know. I wouldn't worry about it. Just doing it. Do it for yourself. You know. Have fun doing it. That's the biggest piece of advice I could give. Yo, thank you for the donation to Beretta the Duelist. Yo, how's it going? It is going quite well actually. Because I've not had Chipotle. As long as I don't eat Chipotle, I will I'll be doing fine. Yo. Well, I'm gonna dip. I just want to see how my favorite Red Bull colored fox was doing. Hey, thanks for joining, Fireheart. Have a splendid night. Yeah. Have you ever eaten a bucket of KFC in front of Cluckers? I have. There is actually a photo of me eating KFC in front of Cluckers. Yeah, it's out it's out there. It was at IFC like 2018. It was a while ago. It was a while ago. I want to see if Shep has it. Shep probably has a copy of it somewhere. Yes. Yes. Hi, Denny the Fox. Furries are pretty cool. Furries are cool until they're not cool, but most of the time they're cool. I would say furries are cool like 89.4% of the time. It's that other percent though. When furries aren't cool. What species are you? I am a fox. I am a FOX fox. Foxing around. What's your favorite Disney movie? The Fox and the Hound. For sure. Like, I love that movie. I watched that movie so many times. It was just like on a VHS tape. I watched that movie so many times, I ended up like almost demagnetizing it. Like the video almost wouldn't play. Parts of it were like all staticky. The new monk fruit Red Bull's yummy. Monk fruit? What? Monk fruit? That's wild. I never would have like expected monk fruit though, like for like flavors. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of jackfruit. I'm thinking of jackfruit. Yeah, jackfruit's kind of weird. I was like, I got them mixed up. How's Shep been? Shep actually just now, like as I'm reading your comment, the garage door opened because I can hear it below me. He just got back from a trip. He's been gone for like 2 days. But yeah, he's been doing all right. We've been doing a lot of work trips. You know, we just travel a lot for work. I need therapy after finding out there's 4 states of matter. You just sit on the couch and like, all right, what's been troubling you? And you're like, oh, I discovered that there's solids, liquids, gases, and I think plasma, right? Isn't plasma like an in-between? Sugar-free, but it's really smooth. Oh, I'd be tempted to drink a lot of those. And like sugar-free stuff, you got to be kind of careful with because like, did you ever read the story of the dude who ate like an entire bag of sugar-free gummy bears on an airplane? And he thought everything was gonna go fine, and the plane like takes off, and in the middle of it, like he just had to like go to the bathroom so bad. He spent like the entire flight like trying to think of anything else. I kind of wish I could find that review. Look up, if you ever have an opportunity, look up the review for the sugar-free gummy bears on Amazon. They will not disappoint. People get really colorful with their stories. Very good. Very good. Plasma pistol and Halo. I could never get that weapon to work. Like, I was a battle rifle guy. I was a battle rifle person. It's a topological qubit. What? That sounds like a Pokemon, like a Transformer. Plasma is its own thing. What? So plasma is just like outside. It doesn't it's in its own class. Its own class. Plasma. Sugar ain't the only thing that does bad in industrialized food. Yeah, I mean, what are some other ones though? Like what? The needler. Yeah, the needler. The needler. That was such a weird gun. I love dual wielding needlers. That's a little tongue twister there. Dual wielding needlers. A needler. I think the only sugar-free stuff I've been having recently is like those little pink sugar packets. Cause like I have coffee at work, but it's like not good coffee. it's that kind of coffee you have to hide the flavor of. So yeah, normally I just drink coffee by itself. Like if I'm making coffee at home, but the coffee at work is pretty gross. So I have to like put stuff in it. It's like drinking motor oil. Corn syrup, corn syrup. Microsoft found out about topological qubit, and I'm going to have a heart attack. What? Microsoft found out about it? Microsoft discovered the next state of matter. That's wild. That is wild. Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. It is getting close to that time of the night. I got an event going on this weekend. I'm pretty excited. Gonna get some footage for that. But yeah, hey, each and every one of you out there, yes, you, not you right there. I'm talking to you. Thanks for joining. You know, thanks for making this a very awesome chill stream. Getting to talk about Chipotle, sushi, topological qubits, fillet of fish. Okay, it is fillet of fish, not the Mick Ocean. Okay, if you go to McDonald's and you ask for a Mick Ocean, you're probably not gonna get what you want. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to say thank you all for joining tonight. It was a fun time. I gotta take this fursuit head off, and I gotta say hi to Shep because he just got home. Heckin' amazing. Making a new AI brain chip, found the fourth state of matter. What? That is wild. Microsoft discovering stuff like that. That's wild. Xbox gamers rejoice. All right, y'all. Peace. Have a great night. Bye. Bye.